Yeah, it's such a difficult one to kind of ban against Team Immune. Is it feels like they have their signature picks, but honestly, it feels sometimes when they are on their day, any heroes that you give them, Team Immune will just pull out a victory. Especially if we have that early to mid game transition period where Team Immune really start to shine and start to pull ahead. So we Love Cordit again. This is going to be a tough game for them. I don't think there's any doubts about that. But we've been saying it before. These are best of one games. You can throw some cheese, you can throw some shenanigans your way, and maybe you can catch out Team Immune as well. But for Wheel of Cordit, even if they do fall here to Team Immune, they will still have that game against Sunder to try and make amends. Banfei is going to start. It's going to be Team Immune taking away the Sevarog this time, not going to be taking away the Countess. But you're right, Fralcon. It's very difficult to kind of call these bans here. Like, what do you ban against Immune?
For me, I don't know. I think Krang was very, very strong on Shana last game. Richter again was very, very useful. Still, they have gone for those. So that's two tanks off the board already. I don't think Team Immune is probably just going to pick that Richter up again. Shynn played very well with it. Didn't actually, I mean, the duo lane didn't have much going on for them because the rest of the map was just actual chaos.
Mm.
But I think Shynn was comfortable on it. They played pretty well. It gives them a decent tank in that early to mid game as well. And I just want to go back to that Several ban because it wasn't shown at all last game. There was no ban of it, no pick of it. So unless it was like a target ban against Love Cordit, it's a bit of a weird one.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to watch as well because we've seen Sevarog just once again come back with in FangBooth as well. Always been such a highly valued pick. That late game scaling. We know what happens when a Sevarog it just hits maximum pauldron stacks. It just has over 3 to 4 thousand health. Pops Razorback and goes straight in towards that backline. It can sometimes be just too much to handle for these teams here. So I don't think the Sevarog is ever going to be not a wasted ban, if you know what I mean. But it's going to be interesting to see what they go for here. Rampage was left open, so this time they're going to not go for the Richter first pick, and this time Shana gets one of their signature picks here. We get to see what they can do on the Rampage.
Yeah, I mean, Rampage still played pretty well last game for Team Sunder, so it'll be interesting to see how Shana plays it this time. He did play really well in the Krang last game. He really impacted the map early, and Rampage definitely has that possibility, has that 1.6 second stun on his Boulder Toss. And again, we have talked about how his Rumble has been fixed. He has got that clear speed now. But we get the two picks from We Love Cordit, and it's going to be the Richter and the Greystone.
Now, I was mentioning as well when I was casting with our dog yesterday when we did the NA rejects matchup. It was like Wheel of Cordex, of course, NA team going to be playing onto ping here, so you have to kind of factor that in with some of these heroes. Greystone plays pretty well on ping. Doesn't really have any skill shots that you need to worry about. But I respect the Richter. You have one of the most skill shot reliant heroes in the game. You're playing on what could essentially be 100 plus ping for some of these players, depending on where they are in North America. So to bring out the Richter, you have my respect. You've earned that for sure. But Team Immune, though, I'm going to throw some more skill shots in. They're going to pick up the Decker for themselves as well, just to give Wheel of Cordit a little bit more to worry about as this pick composition that has been so strong for many a team. And
Yes.
with a Wraith targeted on top of that as well, knock damage from Neft is going to be absolutely crazy.
We saw Wrangle pilot the Wraith yesterday in that mid lane, but this is 100% a Neft pick. He loves this character. I think he's probably the most played character he's had for quite a while now. So he's dialed in with those knocks. He will hit those skill shots. And I mean, against a Richter Greystone so far, he's not going to be doing the most damage in the world. Wraith is not the greatest tank killer. But against a
Mm.
Bellica, yeah, he's gonna one shot her late game.
Yeah, the Bellica really has to be careful. But once again, the Bellica falling all the way down to the third stage of the draft. And with Wheel of Cordit's next ban, they're going to target that mid lane. I do not think Empti's going to be taking the Wraith mid as we're expecting it to go to Neft. But Gideon being removed away from Empti, as we said in that last game, such a signature pick for Empti as a mid laner. Team Immune going to respond, take away the Chimera from this jungle. So I think they're expecting this Richter to be in the support role, but there is still flex potential here from all three of the Wheel of Cordit draft.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about the Chimera ban. I think it would have been maybe a bit better to ban an ADC that was guaranteed to impact it, maybe ban that Drongo away. But Wheel of Cordit has gone for that Grux, so we have basically confirmed that Richter is in that support role. Greystone and Grux going to be filling out that jungle and solo role. I mean, both can do both very, very well. So we'll have to see which side they want to pick. And Team Moon has gone for that howitzer, which, again, I think is probably a better band than the Gideon. Gideon was very, very strong last game. Let's not say anything against it. Empti played out of his mind. But Howitzer could have probably solo carried the game if Empti wanted to, and we might see it this game.
Well, we get to see why that howitzer was banned away. I know it's quite a popular pick here in EU as well. Like a lot of our EU mid laners really do value that howitzer as well. I'm thinking just springing to mind, of course, like Sid from Indecisive. We're going to be seeing them later in Group D. But Bondrewd going to be getting all the attention as well. Good job, Bondrewd, on that Seraph. Do we get a good job, Bondrewd, on the Shinbi pick? Is that a good job, Bondrewd, from you, Fralcon?
Yeah, I mean, I love it. I think Bondrewd does play a very, very good Simbi. He loves students to carry sort of potential. And I think Simbi is actually a pretty good counter into the Grux. She struggles in that early game before she gets that Megacosm online. But once she gets that Megacosm, gets a few points into that line tempo, she can just clear from range. And Grux can't really walk on her. She has got that double dash to get away. So it's a pretty good counter into it. And of course, we get that Drongo as a last pick. I think Love Cordit has got a very good strong duo lane, has got that Victor Drongo, which I think would have been good to be banned. And I just want to say before we get into the game, maybe it's a house to support Deca mid.
Ooh, could be throwing out the spice. Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, we did mention a possibility with Shynn being in the support role for Team Immune, the PCC champion from the mid lane. So something like the howitzer is almost second nature at this point. So we do have that potential for Immune to bring out something a bit more spicy. We're going to go into the game in just a few moments and find out. Drum roll may be required at least. Where is that howitzer going to go? We are going to find out. We're going to hop into the battleground, hop into the drone cam and see. And unfortunately, maybe a few boos coming up here. It's going to be a very normal draft here. Shynn taking the Decker into the support role. Empti getting that mid lane howitzer.
I mean, it makes sense, but also I'm very, very sad now. As we get actually get a level 1 though, and I think this is a very strong level 1. You have that Decker Rampage and as well as the landmine. So anyone who kind of face check this could be in very much big trouble.
Bay is at least going to be aware of it. The Void Bomb did go down and actually got the first damage of the game on towards Empti. So the level 1 does fall apart a little bit. And it looks like everyone's going to return back to their lanes. But once again, playing on that level 1, we spoke a little bit about it before the minions crashed in that first game as well, when you have a Rampage and a Richter on both of these teams. So, a bit of a gutsy play from Immune. But, as you say, with that Decker, with that howitzer, and also the Rampage combination, it could have very easily been a first blood. But looks like we'd have a pretty standard start.
Yeah, they got spotted out immediately, so there's no real point to go for anything that's too dangerous. So they're just going to go back to their lanes. And another interesting thing I saw is that Bondrewd on that Simbi started Mana Crystal. So he hasn't actually got any power in his build so far, has gone the Occult Crest as well. So he's just going to be basically trying to survive until he can get that Megacosm online. And he's just going to try and survive in that lane with as much mana as he can. But the dual lane could be very spicy because it is going to be down to how OC plays this lane. If he hits those Rip Blasts, I mean, Nef or Shynn can die. But if he misses them, it's going to be very much free poke onto him.
Yeah, it's going to immediately jump away, as well as you can see the pacifist having to almost play to that name as well, having to take that damage coming out from the duo lane of Team Immune. Empti with the level 2 already going on towards Obey, but B-Crace was here for the level 2 gank, and Empti respect blinks away. So already with a resource burn inside of that mid lane. Shana not out of the jungle just yet, but on the left-hand side, we do have a first blood. Nef getting the first blood kill on towards the pacifist and make that a double for the AD carry of Team Immune, grabbing a kill onto OC as well.
I think Nef was too bored last game, so he's deciding, level 2, we're getting a double kill in this dual lane. I want to be remembered. I want to be on this map. It is time for me to carry. He has 2 kills and he had 11 CS, so that's how this game is going. Speaking of kills,
he's got to be careful. Yeah, he does. He is able to at least get the blink out, so there wasn't any further CC to combine with the damage. But that means that this mid lane Fralcon, we have both mid laners that are not going to have their blink up for another 5 minutes, essentially. So I'm expecting some return ganks to come out from both of these junglers.
Yeah, I think they got both pretty good anti-dive. Empti has that landmines. OBeyThePapaya has got that seismic assault. So anyone who does dive on them is going to be knocked away or knocked up at least. But when you think about it, Shana has got that rock, whilst B-Crace has to jump on you to get the slow. So in terms of ganking potential, Team Immune definitely has a much stronger potential.
We're going to see and just keep our eyes on where Shana decides to move around on that rampage, or over onto that left-hand side, using that priority in the duo lane to get a little bit of a heads-up play over towards the left. I mean, Shynn is going to loop around here, as Shana's got to be careful. Riplash does connect from OC, and Shana might be the one biting the dust here. He's going to be caught out and will go down, but it is going to be traded. Now, Nefty and Shynn wanting to get revenge on OC. Blinks away, Shynn with the blink follow, able to get the kill. Immune have their 5th kill on the board, and now the pacifist, the only one left, trying to flee, trying to run for their lives, but Neft is here. Stasis bomb, knock, knock. There's the combo, and it's going to be another kill over to Neft.
It's going to be one of those games, and it's 4 minutes in, the 7 kills on the board. And although all of them, but nearly all of them, are on Team Immune, Empty in the meantime, getting that solo kill onto OBeyThePapaya in the mid lane. We didn't see how that happened, but we got to assume landmine into R2000 missile will probably delete OBeyThePapaya when he was quite low in HP. But then let's go back to Neft. He has 3 kills online. He has that Soul Chalice online. And that's a problem. Now, Neft having kills is a problem. Neft having kills on Wraith is a big problem.
Yeah, and I think I want to go back to that right at the start of the game. We said, what do you ban against Immune? I think at this point you have to ban actual players at this point, because honestly, it just doesn't matter what Neft seems to play. He just finds a lead, be that in Farming Simulator or be that in a team deathmatch over on that left-hand side. But of course, there are still other members of Team Immune getting ahead, Empti being one of them, already getting the pressure down on towards B-Crace and also to OBeyThePapaya. And Shana's just here to kind of just facilitate it and allow these members, the mid lane and ADC, to really shine for Team Immune.
Yeah, you're going to have the classic carries in this game. Though Shana is doing really well. He has actually invaded quite a lot onto B-Crace's jungle. We can see him basically being in here the entire time. He hasn't really got the most CS in the world. He's only got 31. But just slowing down this Greystone is helping Team Immune do as much as they can. Because he doesn't need a gank. His lanes are ahead. He can just kind of stop B-Crace from doing anything or look for a rock.
Yeah, the rock's going to actually land on towards the pacifist. There's all the damage being piled in as well. And under the tower, Neft is going to get the kill. But a good riplash from onto Shana forces the blink away. But OC has to back away, unable to find that killing blow onto the rampage. It's just going to be the one kill as Neft finds that kill. And also in the mid lane, solo bolo number 2, Electric Boogaloo, Empti finding another solo kill. And even on the right-hand side, Bondrewd nearly getting the solo kill on towards Seeknix, but B-Crace is here. The blink follow through. Bondrewd throws down the circle rhythm, and that's going to be Bondrewd falling. Wheel of Cordit getting their 2nd kill on the board.
Someone's got to die for Team Immune, so that's going to be Bondrewd. He is got that losing lane at the moment. Obviously, Simbi needs some time to turn on. But even so, in that 1v1, he nearly killed Seeknix. So, I mean, that's not too bad. Neft, in the meantime, this is going to be kill number 5 for him.
Yep.
Congratulations to Neft. Welcome to EUOC. Enjoy your stay. I hope you're having fun. And yeah, it's just a really good start for Team Immune. They haven't actually translated it into any objectives so far. It's only kills, though.
Yep, and that is just where it's going to stay here. At least, Empti 5-0-1 on the Wraith, already turning up the heat here. And it's on to Wheel of Cordit to try and find an answer back here. Now, I'm wondering, on that right-hand side, is the key maybe this Grux pick? Because mid lane's kind of an inferno, and dual lane's not doing too hot either. Solo side's kind of the only real saving grace for WLC.
Yeah, the problem is you're playing Grux, and you're playing Grux into a Decker, which is one of the hardest counters in the game. As soon as you try and walk in, they can use the containment defense, they can use the stun onto you, so it's just going to be so hard. And you're playing against the Howitzer as well. He can just ult. He can fly up into the air, and, I mean, I don't know if you've seen Grux, but he has 2 big axes, and he can't throw them.
No, but I wonder if that's a future rework on the cards, I wonder at least. But a little bit of a lane swap came out there. You know, Empti went to the right-hand side, Bondrewd went mid and now returns right-hand side. Shana wanting to pile on the misery for WLC. We need to put a disclaimer on this stream for what we are seeing. That is obscene from Nefty, getting a 6th kill. Shana more than happy to get Neft ahead here. And it feels like, you know, we're just repeating ourselves here. B-Crace is around in the vicinity, but can only watch as Immune just start the snowball.
I mean, yeah, what else do you want us to say? We're going to see a little bit of a trade out in the third lane, but nothing else really happening. Bondrewd actually not going into that Megacosm, going to look for that Spirit of Amir instead. As Papaya. I mean, you got Blink.
He's stuck on the lazy recall. He got caught out. Good blink away, so he does at least keep his life, but does lose that 5-minute cooldown. Neft has got a kill onto Pacifist, but moving swiftly along as well. Bondrewd and Seeknix, you know, really started to duke it out here. So the levels look even, but I know that Seeknix has been level 6 for a very long time, so expecting Bondrewd to still have essentially a 1-level lead, even if it is maybe like 3/4 of an XP level. But Team Immune deciding to pull the trigger. Now's not the time for fighting. Now is the time to actually play a MOBA. They're looking for the first FangTooth.
I'm surprised it's actually taking this long for them to start this FangTooth. Obviously, it spawned at 5 minutes, and Immune had a lead at 5 minutes. But it just wanted to make sure they had complete control over this side of the map before they went for it. They're not really looking for this win condition on this FangTooth. Obviously, the second one's going to spawn about 14 minutes on the clock, as Empti is back to another kill as well.
Yeah, just a combination there. Shana goes big mode, lands the boulder, but Empti's Make It Rain does more than enough damage, and they're just going to keep the pain train rolling from left-hand side. Get the kill mid, probably taking mid tier 1, but Shana's here on the right-hand side and might even go for the mini prime, because at this point, why not?
Why not? Bondrewd hasn't got the most clear in the game. Obviously, has been pretty even in this solo lane. But Empti, you know, he's got 3 kills. He's not slacking at all. He's actually got 100 CS as well. He's keeping up with that 100 CS a minute. Has got that combustion as well. It looks like, I mean, they're going around it, but they are just going to back off because we Love Cordit's duo lane is here.
Oh, OC have caught on towards Empti. The gag grenade gets the silent sound. Good landmine from Empti. Able to buy a little bit of space, but they're still on the hunt, and Empti holding on to that blink. OC was looking for another Riplash, but Empti is able to walk away. And we Love Cordit, again, you have my respect. They're still grouping up. They're still trying to find and make these plays. You also had duo lane rotate from the left-hand side in towards the mid lane for that play onto Empti, but could not find the kill. B-Crace having a bit of a brawl with Shana, but having to back away as well. Some resets going to come out here, but signs of life from this team on Dawn side.
And you say that, they had both of their duo come over. They didn't gain anything from it. Empti just managed to walk away, and then Nef allowed him to get a free tower on his own, getting that solo gold. And that's just going to accelerate him even more. So you got the tier 1 towers down in the duo and the mid lane. You are going to be looking for this mini prime up, because there's nothing really else on the map to be taken. In this early game, you can see Nef is actually rotated over to this solo lane, but I don't think Bondrewd needs him.
Oh, good job, Bondrewd, with the all kill, the solo bolo on towards that Grux as well, and Immune. Just absolutely everywhere they go, they just turn it into gold, these plays. Empti taking a bit of damage from B-Crace, but of course, with Shynn on the way here on the decker. Look at the return damage coming out. Stasis Bomb is going to connect, but B-Crace still has enough HP to get away. OC on the hunt for more, but WLC have completely backed away. And meanwhile, Mini Prime going to be picked up and given over to Neft as well.
How do you make Nefty even more terrifying after being 7-0-1 and having 16 CS at 12 minutes? Just give him a mini prime. So this is probably going to be another tower taken by him. There's no one really on this other side, of the map, so you might have to be a bit careful. But Nef doesn't really care about that.
Yeah, Seeknix is going to start to try and deal with the wave, but the mini prime buffed away. You can just see that one knock just took almost about a fifth of the health bar off Seeknix. He's got to be so careful here. Nefty doesn't even avoid the tower shot, and that tower starting to smoke, start to see flames. It's getting low, and only maybe 1 or 2 more waves, and that tower is going to drop. B-Crace trying to get some jungle in his own jungle, mind you. But I think Immune are the ones who just have full control of the map here, at least. Just having a look at where everyone is. 4 members on the left-hand side for WLC, and it's only Seeknix underneath this tier 1 tower. But Shana looping around from behind. This Grux might be turned into a wallet very quickly. Seeknix goes for the crush, the knock-up damage, but Neft just has so much more.
That's a legal amount of damage, honestly. I don't think Neft is allowed to do that much damage, but he has it anyway. And there's nothing we can do about it. So sorry about that, we Love Cordit. At least there's nothing really else to take on this map at all. Shana and Neft are going to look for that tier 2, but they have to be a bit careful. But then again, you look at We Love Cordit, there's none actually rotating over. You've only got a B-Crace coming over now, so this is going to be another tower.
Yeah, both towers dropping, tier 1 and tier 2 falling in very quick succession. We're only 13 minutes in as well. Mini Prime is going to be a few minutes away. FangTooth, the second of the game, will be spawning in about a minute's time as well to add some options for this Team Immune squad. But, you know, as you said, Fralcon, there's very little that they can really, like, be contested on at this point. So for We Love Cordit, it feels like we're in a situation where they don't just need to find a miracle fight, but they need to find another one after that, and then probably another one after that to even become close to how far ahead Team Immune are.
Yeah, normally this is where I start talking about how We Love Cordit can get back into this game by doing X, Y, and Z. I don't. They just need to outplay them at this point in time. There's no real macro on the map they can really do to get back into this game. There's no real place they can farm. They just need to they just need to win a team fight. But then again, they're 14-2 in terms of kills, and then they're 140 CS down as well.
You can just see, like, you know, WLC on one item. And you're going to go for the play. Going to look to the engage on towards Shynn, but Empti's landmine just boops pacifist and Obey back. But good use of terrain means Empti's make it rain. Can't find the damage, but, you know, B-Crace just been hunted down by Nef, and that's going to be yet another kill into the back pocket of the ADC. OC goes for the skewer as well, but Shynn already putting pressure onto this backline, and Empti just needs to kite out the damage with Neft here as well. Going to start to hit the damage. 1 and a 2 and a 3. He's going to get another kill onto the duo lane. The pacifist, the only one left. He's trying to run, trying to juke a good blink over the wall, but Empti's got a blink of his own, and Shin's got the rocket boots, and that's going to be the kill onto the Drongo. FangTooth also falling as well. Team Immune running the show.
They're on inhibs at 15 minutes into this game. That's basically how this game has gone. Empti didn't need to blink for that. They probably could have killed the fastest anyway, but I think they're just having a bit of fun. The Stone Court.
Oh, the hook lands. Empti's down. You know, they've got the kill. OC actually getting shut down on towards the howitzer, but it's going to be at the cost as Shana takes down B-Crace, and also another member going down for Team Immune. They've lost Shynn, and now WLC in the ascendancy, looking to try and find a kill. They need to get Nef, though. Nef is such a huge shutdown. He sidesteps the assault, throws down the blink. He's going to get the damage, gets another kill, but he will go down and eventually falls. The shutdown will go over to OC. The support member picks up a huge amount of gold as this fight carries on, but now Bondrewd and Shana wanting to clean up, wanting to get the revenge. You're going to take down the last 4 members. 23 kills to 5 in this game.
I mean, I don't think We Love Cordit is going to be too bad over that. They did get a massive shutdowns on both Empti and Nef. Didn't go to the best targets. OC actually picking up the biggest bounty out of all of those, which wasn't the most ideal, but you are just looking to kill Nef in that situation. So you can't really do anything against it. And that is one of the problems that Team Immune will probably have in this feature when they start going towards this main event. If they do win this game, we'll just put that if on as a big if there. But they obviously have just been over aggressive sometimes. They don't really respect their opponents too much, and recently when they sort of reset there, they weren't on full HP, but decided to keep pushing.
Yeah, they can get caught out, this Team Immune squad, but of course, but when they're this far ahead, even their mistakes can't go as punished. Empti getting yet another kill on towards Seeknix this time. Or Prime, by the way, is still 3 minutes away. This game feels like we should be at 23, 24 minutes, but we haven't even hit the big Prime spawn at this point. And you can just imagine Team Immune pulling apart this map once again. WLC still trying, still looking to make these plays at least. And they're trying to get as much farm as they can because Team Immune just walk into any part of this map and going to look to find the damage. Empty and to make it rain onto OBeyThePapaya. Nef follows the damage from the mid lane. Boulder Toss blinked away from B-Crace, but Shynn still on the hunt for more. They have got the kill on towards WLC's mid lane.
Yeah, mini primes just spawned as well. So although the orb prime is not up yet for another 2 minutes, they have easily got the damage to just completely burst down this mini prime. And I mean, I'm just assuming they're going to give it over to Nefty again because there's no reason not to in this game. But this is where Team Moon is going to have a slight issue because, again, there's only one tower left with Love Cordit on this map. And although they have got a mini prime, it's still not the easiest to really seize these inhibs.
Yeah, just gonna have a look here as B-Crace gonna be caught inside of the jungle in the Stoneforge Soul. Containment fence around him, make a ring and allow the skill shots to hit Neft. 13-1, Vanquisher, Mindraiser, Demolisher as well, and also 1,500 gold in pocket. I'm going to take a well-earned reset as well, and probably going to buy that next 4th item as well. Bondrewd still putting the pressure on his left-hand side. That is a 5-level lead on the Pacifist, level 13 to level 8 as well, and I think that sums it up as well, just how far ahead. Bondrewd 13, Empti level 12, and only on the right hand side, level 10 is the highest that WLC have to play with.
This game kind of feels like the complete opposite of last game, where Bondrewd completely hard carried this early game or last game against Team Sunder. And now this game, we have barely seen him this game. He is just farmed up as long as he could. And now that mid lane is here, he's going to have some fun as well.
Skewer comes out from OC to prevent it going on towards the Pacifist, but Shynn comes around. Shynn gets the kill. The all kill from Bondrewd. Wanted that one, but that is a kill secured from the support. Shana jumps up, takes a seismic assault, takes the CC, but Obey still the target. And Nef just loops around from behind the tier 2 tower and able to find that kill. And there was one after the other. OC dropping once again. And finally, the tier 2 tower left-hand side is going to fall. But with this buffed up minion wave from the mini prime buff on Nef, they're starting to siege on towards the inhibitors. 3 on the left-hand side. Empty pushing in right. Boulder lands. There's the rumble. There's the damage. Nef, that's a knock-knock joke, but no one's there to respond. That's going to be yet another kill. 16-1 onto Nef, and looking to make it more, but Shana's one who finds it. So now they've got to be careful. Health bar starting to drop the inhibitors down, and Nef is still here, still doing Nef things, adding yet another kill. Number 17 on the board. OC takes the jump pad, but that's not the option you want. So Bay is here to join, and Immune wanting to back away. OC blinks forward, but can't find the Riplash. Still trying to make the play. Obey is here. But look at the damage to knock. What on earth was that from Nef? And now OC has to be careful. Empti just cleans up from behind the inhib, and now OC, the last one left standing, is going to drop as Nef is trying to set a new kill record. Pacifist takes the jump pad, and it's just going to send him straight back to spawn. Empti is going to just do that for him.
If anyone ever says buff Wraith, just show a video of this game. That's all you need to do. You don't need to say anything. Just send a video of this, and if they continue saying that, then they're blind. Simple as. Bondrewd decides to PvE, takes that 3rd FangBooth in the meantime. And, I mean, the core's still alive.
Yeah, that is the only structure still standing for the side of WLC, and that's why this game still goes on. Empti taking down Seeknix once again, but Immune are finally going to back away. They're going to spend a lot of hard-earned gold, but with 20 minutes and 45 seconds, by the way, all 3 inhibitors had fallen for the side of WLC.
They have 36 kills in 21.5 minutes. That... What?
Immune. Team Immune, my friends. That's just Team Immune in a nutshell right here.
Yeah, thank you for the scoreboard. I just wanted to check. Yeah, Nef has 18 kills, 7 assists. He has 4.5 items. He's probably going to have 5th item by 25 minutes in this game if it lasts that long. I can't remember last time that's happened.
Yeah, so Obey's going to go in towards the Orb Prime, but that's a one-way ticket, my friend, and doesn't get the secure. Shana still has a discipline, able to use the hunt and gets the Orb Prime secured for the side of Team Immune. And surely this is what they're going to need to put WLC out of their misery here, as Immune looking to run down through the right-hand side. Neft in the mid lane can push this alone under the core. All members of VLC are corralled. One more heal, one last chance to try and save their core, but with Shana and Bondrewd hitting onto the core, Neft here as well, as a Riplash does connect. Shana will go down to stop that perfect siege going, but the core is finally taken. 22-minute game, the quickest of FangBooth 6 so far. Team Immune take it and take these first seed in Group C with style.